I'm Janelle Isaacson with Living Room Realty, and this is the market report for Friday, April 17th, 2020. We continue to be in a hot seller's market. The Altos report was at a 53 for the market index report, and inventory holding steady at 1,117. The inventory is low, and that's what's keeping us in this seller's market. If more buyers begin to enter in, we could see prices begin to climb with current market demand. Now, I've been asked, well, isn't the opposite true? Well, when you're already revving so hot at the line on a seller's market, it would take a lot more action of buyers pulling away for us to see prices cool or it affect our market towards a buyer's market than it would to take a little bit of activity pushing this way with more buyers in the market to start to see prices increase. Now, I'm talking to a lot of agents that they're saying that their buyers are sitting on the sidelines and waiting till this passes. So I'm really interested in what this looks like in a month or two. If things do get better and things open up, are those buyers going to rush in? Are we going to be stuck with low inventory? And what's going to happen? We might have a little micro bubble of a market where prices could really increase if we don't see more inventory come on. Our medium list price is $599 currently in the market, and days on market 88 days. Medium home prices at the 500K have an average days on market of 66, at 700K at 85 days, and in the $1 million mark we're seeing about 138 days. That's normal for higher end properties to take a little longer to sell, and worth noting that we're seeing homes in every price range continue to move. Every Tuesday in our office, all the agents get together and share the data that they've collected from the week and the deals that they have. Now, because Living Room is in a position that our office has the #1 market share in the city of Portland, I think that it can tell us a lot about what's happening in the Portland metro area. And what came out of this week's meeting was that we saw across the board that deals were coming together from anywhere from 1 offer to 15 offers on a property. The average was about 3 offers per property. And the way that affected pricing is that pricing, the low was just under 0.01% of list price, so very marginal. And then the high was 40,000 over list price, so about 6% over list price. That's a narrower window than we would expect to see in the spring. If we had more access to properties and the market was different, or sellers felt like hanging out there longer, we'd probably see more offers and we could see more escalation. But what we are tending to see is that houses selling pretty close to list price. Sellers are pricing at market, they're pricing well, and if they've got a strong buyer, they're putting deals together. We do have buyers coming into backup position. We're seeing more sale fails, so it's very common to see the second or third or fourth buyer in competition wind up being the person that comes to close. The average deal in our office was $10,800 over list price this week. That's up from last week of $10,000, so that pushed almost up $1,000 this week. And then the homes that were being sold, 55% of the homes occupied, 45% unoccupied. We are seeing a higher demand from buyers to want to go and see unoccupied homes. They're easier to see right now and tour, and people are concerned about their safety. I want to talk briefly about rents, and I'm going to do a special report next week talking more about this. But the numbers are in for rents collected for April, and 84% of rent was collected nationally. Now, 93% of rents were collected within our own portfolio. These are higher numbers, and I think these are kind of optimistic for the times that we're in right now. Also, DHM Research came out with a poll showing that nationwide people are feeling that government, tenants, and housing providers hold equal responsibility right now for keeping people housed. So this isn't just like your problem or my problem, this is all our problem. And that's really what we're seeing, the high level of cooperation from all parties to try and pay rent, to give assistance when needed, and for government to come in and provide some assistance. In my next report, I will cover what I think we as a city and community need to be looking at coming out of this crisis in regards to housing and trends that I expect to see due to the fact that people ages 18 to 29 are being disproportionately affected financially by the crisis. I'll discuss ideas I have for government, tenants, and housing providers to create win-win solutions and make sure that we are increasing home ownership, especially for people of color. I think this is one of the most fundamental things that we can do to protect democracy and our community, our health, and our well-being. I'll be excited to share with you some of my thoughts next week. So please know, thank you for watching, and please know that we are here to support you. If you have any questions about the market or need any assistance, please contact your agent or our office. We would love to hear from you. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. This is Janelle Isaacson from Living Room Realty.